Good evening, kindergarten parents, and welcome to Transition Night. I'm Miss Bear, one of the first grade teachers, and I want to take you a tour of one of the first grade classrooms. Right now, we're looking at Miss Mack's class, so one of your children may have had her. And over to the left is Miss Robbins' class for kindergarten, so we're just going to move on down the hall just a bit, and Miss Brown's class, and then there's Miss Wood's class. And if you'll continue to walk on down the hall, and the next zone that you'll get in is the first grade classrooms, and you will notice a flag hanging, and there'll always be a flag there. And if you see a Snoopy flag, you'll know that you've reached the first grade zone. Okay, and we are about to get here, and we have arrived at one of the first grade classrooms, and we're going to walk on in. And welcome to the first grade classroom. This will be one of 5 of the first grade classrooms for next year. And the first thing that I would like to do with you is, as you notice in this first grade classroom, there are desks. Some classrooms will have desks and some will have tables. But either way, each child will have their own individual space to sit in, a designated spot. As we move on forward, something else that you will notice is there's workstations. We do workstations in first grade. This is done during our guided reading instruction. There are several stations for children to visit. This is one of the all-time favorites of first graders. This here is a setup of a classroom library, and there are many books for children to choose and to read from in different genres. We move on, and this is another one of the stations. This is poetry stations, where the kid will be reading a poem, and there may be an activity where they need to sit there at desk to take and do with the poem. They may have to illustrate the poem or find rhyming words. Another station is Big Book Station. All first grade classrooms will have Big Book Stations, where a student can come to the Big Book Station and choose one of the big books that they can read. There's all places to display big books where they have easels, and they can put that big book up there and read that big book with a partner. Moving on through this classroom, there is a nonfiction reading station, where there is an area where folks can sit down and they can read. There's lots of different nonfiction books there for children to choose from and read. Another station is the buddy reading station. This is where boys and girls would come with a buddy, and there's multiple copies of the book where they can read to one another. Another station in this classroom is Science Station, and most first grade classrooms have science stations as well. This is where they'll be learning about science themes. We might be studying rocks or animals or butterflies or spiders, and there's things that they can do there at that station. Another station is ABC Station, where they may use magnetic letters to make words. They may make words with Play-Doh, all kinds of things like that. Another station is Writing Station, where they can come to a table and there's various writing utensils for them to use when they're writing stories or poems or making cards for a special friend or parents. Another station is Pocket Chart Station, where they will come here and they will be working with a lot to do with their letters as well. In this particular station, they are reading sentences and deciding what ending punctuation belongs, whether it's a question mark or a period, telling or asking sentences. I think I pretty much have given you the tour of the stations. Another area while these stations are going on is guided reading. While the kids are doing instruction area at the workstations, I'll be doing guided reading, and this is where I will see small groups, or first grade teachers will see small groups and work on reading skills and make these readers, make them become readers. Most first grade classrooms have an area in which they meet, which is called a meeting area. This is an area in which most of our instruction is done. It's done there where there is a board, our wonderful new black panel boards. And this is an area where instruction is taught and the children are asking questions and sharing ideas. I hope you have enjoyed the tour. Thank you for coming on the tour with us, and we're looking forward to next year and meeting you. And thanks for taking this first grade tour. See you in the fall.